Working in technology is fundamentally about becoming an expert at the art of creation. Learning to harness these incredibly powerful tools and work with other people to create something of enduring value. And there's simply no way to learn that other than by doing it. In BloomTech Labs, learners build real products on real teams for real stakeholders. Products that will affect the lives of real people. Like Scribble Stadium, an AI-powered educational game to help turn reluctant readers into authors and illustrators, where data science learners are doing pioneering work in optical character recognition of children's handwriting. And a secure document database for Human Rights First and the Pat Finucane Center to help researchers identify potential human rights abuses. In labs, we learned that a lot of difficulty in building things isn't just in writing code, but it lies in the delicate craft of coming together with groups of people, communicating clearly, aligning with stakeholders, and solving problems in new ways. Agile sprints, team stand-ups, stakeholder meetings, retros, working with real industry tools. Those are things that can't be taught by a static curriculum or going through the motions and building the same project over and over. You need those unscriptable real-world moments, tough conversations, unexpected bugs. That's how you build a real experience. That philosophy is woven into every aspect of BloomTech, and especially into labs. Like everything else in the career flow learning experience, BloomTech Labs is the culmination of years of hard work by hundreds of people. You only get something this in tune with the needs of the market through relentless, agile iteration. Same thing we teach learners in labs. As part of that, we've essentially condensed a ton of experiences down into an extremely efficient timeline. We've woven all these elements together in parallel instead of end to end, and they reinforce each other. The flow is job-driven, period. At BloomTech, the day you start labs is the day you start your job search, and simultaneously start building that real experience. You follow the elegant cadence of agile development in a cross-functional team. As you land interviews, by the time you show up in that office or Zoom room, you can just start talking about what you're doing right now. That's the key. In labs, you're not just learning, you're doing. Career flow in labs means no friction, no barriers. You take those raw skills and you hone them in real scenarios in the exact right direction. All at once, labs gives you real experience, practice communicating that experience in interviews, and the skills to succeed on the job.
The people I was working with didn't seem to me to be learners. They seemed to be really experts ready to work on real life, difficult problems, and they delivered. You know, if you told me that these were people with years of experience, I totally would have believed it. I mean, they knew what they were doing.
There was a very, very structural approach and sort of all these supporting infrastructure in place to help them on that journey. And then it's amazing to see the transformation. They feel like empowered, full stack professional developers.
It is really rare that learning environments can actually provide rich and relatively realistic expectations for what doing the job is really about. And Labs does all of that. I learned how to figure it out. And that is the skill that has carried me through my career so far.
The lab experience in BloomTech, it's really helped me so much. When I was doing the interview, I pretty much every single interview I talked about my lab experience.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt, labs is like super valuable, a priceless experience in terms of going into the job hunt and sort of getting a sneak peek of what it's going to be like working at a tech company.
It's what the job is. It's a daily stand-up, it's a daily scrum, it's tickets, it is bug fixes, it's learning how to merge and conflicts, pull requests. It is what it feels like to be a software engineer.
I think the biggest thing that hit me about labs is that it was a real world project that actually mattered, and it lends a sense of urgency to it. It makes you realize that this isn't all just practice. This is real world stuff. You can make a difference with this.